the yeah the hello everyone. The the hopping back into the book. Setting up the time. I'm on. Okay. I had that NFL I can eat 2,500 calories a day because home muscle is expending most of those calories. The client could not believe how small and scored off the NFL was. This type of demonstration was always a powerful way of showing how dense muscle is and what building lean muscle does for a person's physique. Because of the remarkable changes resistance training makes in your body. I encourage you to do a body fat distribution test before before you begin the program in 4 to 6 weeks after. It's very easy to do and only takes 10 minutes. How to measure your waist to hip ratio. Using a cloth tape measure. Measure your waist. It is usually 2 to 3 inches of, of your navel. Then measure the circumference of your hips at your hip bones. Divide the waist number by the circumference at your hip bones. This math yields your waist to hip ratio. What do your results mean? The following table provides general guidelines for excellent to extreme levels for waist to hip ratios. Also, take your waist to hip ratio every few weeks and watch it move toward excellence, which also means you're losing body fat in important places. The lifestyle and health evaluations. Apart from working out and eating properly, the way you live has everything to do with how successful you'll all be at your fitness goals. I'm talking about I'm talking about sleep, gut health, stress, and attitude. All four require a reality check to see where you are and where you need to improve to arrive at your health, at your health, at your health and fitness destination. Let us start with sleep. Sleep assessment. Lack of lack of sleep will kill your fat loss dreams. When you don't get enough sleep, you lose significantly less fat than you would if you were well rested. Even if your calories are the same, researchers found that this can make up to a 50% difference. If you have 100 pounds of fat to lose, it could take you twice as long if you aren't sleeping enough. One reason is that too little sleep leads to increased levels of cortisol, aka the stress hormone. Chronically high cortisol levels have lots of negative effects on your body, not audibly for fat loss. When cortisol floods your system, ghrelin, the the hunger hormone, is released with it. Ghrelin in turn stimulates your appetite. The the cortisol ghrelin relationship is also part of why you want to eat and you're stressed out. Undersleeping also means your training sessions will be harder to recover from and will make it harder to hold on to as much muscle as you lose weight. When you don't sleep enough, you're hungrier, you're more stressed, you have trouble building muscle and recovering, and you have less energy to devote to your life. To test, read the following statements and answer yes or no to each. To, to each. 1. I find it difficult to fall asleep at bedtime. I I usually don't remember my dreams. I wake up feeling stiff and achy. after after waking up, I do not feel rested. I wake up earlier more in the morning than I would like to. I am off. I am often sleepy and groggy throughout the day. I often I often wake up in the middle of the night. My mind races at night, preventing me from falling asleep. If you answered yes to three or more of these of these statements, then likely you aren't getting enough sleep or good quality sleep. See these suggestions on page 61. Gut health assessment. Your gut is full of 3 to 500 different kinds of bacteria. They are collectively called your gut mm, microbiome. Your your microbiome is like a fingerprint, unique to each individual, but unlike a fingerprint which you are stuck with for life. Your gut bacteria can change throughout the day based on what you eat, your stress levels, your exercise, and any other factors. Many people are under the impression that the only symptoms of gut issues are digestive issues, bloating, cramping, diarrhea, and also gas, and so forth. But this is not entirely correct. Digestive issues are certainly an indicator of gut issues, but they are not the only indicator. Poor gut health can impact many different systems of the body. How to sleep like a baby for 7 to 8 hours a night. Sleep is among the most healing actions you can do for yourself. There's literally nothing that you can do that will repair your body, bring hormones back into balance, and recover like good quality sleep. Although many of us need more sleep, 7 to 9 hours is ideal for most. Quality is just as important. I give my clients uh, the following sleep routine, and it has produced great success. Turn off all electronics 1 hour before or bed. The blue light from electronics reduces your brain's ability to produce melatonin, and it keeps cortisol elevated. Sip on warm chamomile tea. Chamomile is a very safe and mild sedative, and is even recommended for children in some European countries. Belly breathe or meditate for 3 minutes before bed. Belly breathing helps bring a calming response in the body, which it is necessary for quality sleep. To do to do bed to do belly breathing, lie on your back. Place one hand on your upper chest and another on your belly. Take a deep breath into your belly and make the hand that is on your belly rise only before the hand on your chest rises. This technique allows for a full diaphragmatic breath that signals the body to relax. To resistance training. It has been scientifically validated to improve sleep. But perform your workouts earlier in the day and not so close to bedtime. Create the right sleep environment. Your bedroom should be dark with a cool temperature. Both conditions are conducive to quality sleep. Set up a consistent sleep routine and stick to it, even on weekends. Get up at around the same time each morning and go to bed at the same time in the evening. Your way 8. Your gut influences craving and eating patterns. Some types of bacteria can increase your appetite for sugar or fats, or just make you want to eat more. One study showed that lean people have 70% more diversity in gut bacteria than do those who are overweight. There are also shown bacteria strains that can cause the body to ultimately store more or less fat. The immune system. 70 to 80% of your immune system resides in your gut. The gut is where your immune system's T cells develop. T cells are a type of white blood cell that focuses on foreign substances that invade the body. It is in the gut where the T cells learn the difference between a foreign substance in your body's own tissues. Your mental health. According to the most recent research, it appears that the gut is almost like a second brain, because, like our brain, it is composed of a complex network of neural tissue called neurons. Our second brain can function independently and in coordination with the central nervous system. It is called the enteric nervous system (ENS). The ENS can perform some duties independent of the brain, such as coordinating reflexes and secreting enzymes. What what under which is the mood regulating brain chemicals, say serotonin. In fact, your organ produces about 95% of the serotonin in your body. If your gut health is off, it can impact the production of serotonin, causing an imbalance of it in the brain. The hallmark of the different mental health issues. How is your gut, gut health? Take the following assessment to find out. To test, you read the following statements and answer yes or no to each. I experience frequent diarrhea more than once a week. I experience frequent constipation less than one storm movement a day, more than once a week. My stomach frequently aches after I eat. I frequently feel bloated after a meal. I experience excessive belching. I experience excessive foul flatulence. Gas. I suffer from frequent heartburn, sharp burning body, unlike a tightening sensation in the chest. Often a few hours after a meal, I feel groggy after eating. I have more than one food sensitivity. Foods that upset my digestive system. If you answered yes to more than 3 statements, you may have gut issues that might need to be addressed by a healthcare practitioner. One thing you can try for yourself is an elimination diet. Start by removing all the common food intolerances: dairy, gluten, corn, soy, eggs, and nuts. Also, eliminate any foods you think may be causing an issue, a few in particular. See page 233 for how to follow an elimination diet. Stress. Stress is a necessary part of our lives and can have both beneficial and negative effects, depending on how we respond to an event, transition, or problem. The, the key to managing stress is to develop resilience. This term refers to the ability to adapt successfully in the face of stress, adversity, and other challenging circumstances, while maintaining physical and mental well-being. Your resilience, you're resilient when you can handle day-to-day trials and tribulations and bounce back after periods of deep struggle. We can't avoid challenging times. There's something we can experience throughout life. That's how we handle them that has the true impact on our well-being and quality of life. That's resilience. There's adaptive response is similar to the response your skin undergoes when you expose it to the sun. Imagine you've been living in a dark basement for 3 years. How much sun do you think it would take to stimulate skin adaptation and start getting a tan? Very, very little. How much sun does it take to burn you? It's just a tiny bit more. This is why short, frequent exposure to the sun is the best way to tan if you are fair skinned. A single sunburn injures the skin and stops your progress. When your body adapts, physically or mentally, it aims to become more resilient so that it doesn't suffer the same damage from the same activities or actions again. It is literally protecting itself from a potential insult in the future. All stressors, regardless of where they come from, a hard workout, an argument with your spouse, or a job layoff, impact your ability to adapt to a stress. So, how do you build resilience to stress? There are many ways: physical, mental, relational, and spiritual. Physically, exercise consistently, but without overdoing it. Eat a healthy, balanced diet to fortify yourself with nutrients that support physical and mental health. That I made some progress that today. Uh, the the getting closer to being a third of the way in the book, but the video happened. And so the have a good of stuff at the day, and see you then next time.